evening. This is Dr. Patricia Reed Merritt. I'm the Distinguished Professor of Africana Studies and Social Work at Stockton University. I'm here this evening at the 50th Anniversary Freedom Fund for the NAACP of Atlantic City. I'm here because I have received the Lieutenant Sheila Oliver Civil Rights and Social Justice Award. And it has been an absolute honor. I'm overwhelmed with a sense of joy that they have named an award in Sheila Oliver's honor. She was a tremendous advocate for social rights and civil rights, and she cared very deeply about the work she did on behalf of the people of New Jersey. And so tonight has been a wonderful experience. It's been fantastic to see all the honorees here in other areas. All of them are here because they engage in activity that supports the community and supports the mission and the goals of the NAACP. And so it's been a wonderful experience. And I'm very, very grateful, as we like to say, Asante Sana.
Hi, my name is Kathy Burke, and I own the Irish Pub and Inn in Atlantic City. And I'm very proud to say that I'm born and raised in Atlantic City. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I am so privileged and honored to receive this most gracious and prestigious award this evening. I want to congratulate the Atlantic City chapter of the NAACP over the 50 years that it has carried on the great works of the great Martin Luther King. I have lived here all my life, and I'm proud to be a part of the community. I'm proud to accept this business award from the NAACP. It is prestigious and it's so meaningful because it represents civil rights, human rights for everyone under the Constitution of the United States. Without organizations such as the NAACP, which is unparalleled in fighting for human rights, my success nor the success of most people could ever be considered. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
My name is Henrietta Shelton. I'm president of Chickamauga Beach Historical Foundation. I'm really honored that the NAACP have chosen me for Community Service Award at the 50th anniversary. And I want to congratulate them on their 50th anniversary. The banquet was fantastic, and I'm honored to be a part of this. So I appreciate it, and thank you very much. Again, Henrietta Shelton, and thank you, NAACP, on your 50th anniversary.
My name is Brenda Brathwaite, and I am a 7th grade math teacher in Atlantic City. I am representing the National Education Association of the United States. We have more than 3 million members that we represent, and when we say educators, we're talking about custodians, bus drivers, teachers. We're talking about secretaries. A lot of different occupations fall under educators. But what is most important about that is that the NAACP represents so many long-standing challenges that education has been a part of, that NAACP has been out in the forefront, harbingers of making sure that we're addressing educational issues. Guess what? When we talk about voting rights, you know why voting rights are important? Because you get to decide and you get to nominate, you get to vote for educators, and not only educators, but people who are going to be empowered to vote in the Senate, to vote in Congress, to vote as your commissioners, to vote as your lawyer, as your mayors. All these different positions, guess what? They are positions in which people are elected. Elections have consequences. NAACP has been out in front and making sure that people are voting. We're registering people to vote, and it's so, so important because educational issues are legislative issues, right? They're intertwined, they're not separate. So what we need for everyone to do is to make sure that you are following the lead of the NAACP. Why? Because it's so, so important. You know, they are taking us to levels that are unprecedented. Look at the number of people who are coming out to vote, whether it's in your city, it's in your county, or it's at the state level, even a national level. So remember that this 50th anniversary of the NAACP is so important, because without the NAACP's effort, we would not have all of the inroads that we've had received so far, that we are experiencing, that we are benefiting from. So I say, if you have a child in public school, you need to vote. I say that if you receive any sort of assistance, I don't care what it is, whether it's Medicaid, whether it's Medicare, you need to vote, because these things are legislated, right? The NAACP does a push to make sure that we can make sure that all of our citizens are protected. We can't be protected without you participating in that process. So I implore you to honor the 50th anniversary of the NAACP by registering to vote, by coming out to vote, by participating in the election process, whether you door knock, whether you sign people up to register, whether you vote by mail. This is so, so important. What the NAACP has been doing for years affects us all. And we may not know that, or we not realize that, but even if you have a child or a grandchild in public school, guess what? You need to vote. And more importantly, the NAACP is there to support you. They have the resources to make sure that this 50th anniversary can be honored by all of those who participate in the voting process, so that we can put educational friendly candidates and legislators in place to make sure that your child, your grandchild has a future and can improve their quality of life right here in New Jersey, across America. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Natalie Devenish of Atlantic Cape Community College. I serve as the Vice President of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, and with me I have
Victor Moreno, Senior Manager, Special Projects for Atlantic Cape.
Elizabeth Castro-James, the Director of the Worthington Atlantic City Campus and Community Outreach.
We are absolutely grateful to accept this award for community service. The three of us serve as college employees, as also residents of the college. Some of the things that we are honored for today is our service, number one, for community, food insecurity, education as a whole, as well as supporting minorities and other institutions within this greater city of Atlantic City. One of the projects we are most proud of is our leadership in the Inlet Community Development Corporation, where we all play a role in being able to beautify and develop the city of Atlantic City. We are grateful for the NAACP for this honor, and we thank them.
My name is Kaleem Shabazz. I am the president of the Atlantic City branch of the NAACP. We just completed our gala anniversary dinner here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. For 50 years, we've been having Freedom Fund events. The Freedom Fund is our primary fundraising activity that supports the activities and the events of the branch. We have 400 people here, and we were excited to welcome them into Hard Rock. Hard Rock is the corporate sponsor that we gave our President's Award to. We had several other community honorees. People enjoyed themselves, and we are ecstatic to be here. Our theme was standing up for and protecting democracy. And that's what the president of Hard Rock spoke to. That's what our theme is. And as we go into the presidential election of 2024, the NAACP is dedicated to the proposition that everyone who is eligible to vote should have the opportunity to vote, and that we have a free and fair election, and that we work towards ending and easing disparities in our society.